Hello and welcome back, everyone, to La-Mulana 2 Showcase on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we're continuing our exploration of Heaven's Labyrinth and attempting to figure out how we can actually go fight Griffin, as well as solve this stupid jump puzzle. For those of you paying attention, the reason why we can't actually just simply fall over to the platform is because it's literally half of a platform instead of a full platform. So what you're supposed to do, or at least what has been shown off to me multiple times to actually work, is to use your double jump, late in order to get on top, or you can attempt to use your grapple claw in order to glide down the pillar to a correct spot, and then jump onto it.
Right, these half platforms right here. Say, you think maybe there's like a ROM hack of this game that like it takes all of the platforming challenges and all the enemy density and all that crap that we've come to despise about the difficulty of the game and just take it to absurd extremes?
Yes, it's called hard mode.
Oh, well, that's not a ROM hack.
No, it's not.
So what? In hard mode they changed the map too?
They don't change the map actually, as far as I'm aware. But the enemy density gets approximately 3 times heavier, and they also, oh yes, we have found the X, and they also, I think, double the amount of damage that Lumisa takes.
There was a block in there. All you had to do was just push.
Yes. Well, no, you had to push it while crouched, because otherwise you wouldn't have been able to make it in there. So yes, now that we have the axe, we have a dedicated answer for these Yulongs. I see, as annotations Gerdat mentioned, one of the half platforms in there just breaks if you land on it.
An axe, huh? I was thinking more along the lines of a gigantic cigar cutter.
I mean, gigantic cigar cutter would be interesting for Lumisa to have, but she wouldn't get all that much use out of it.
Well, I'm going to chop you off, and then I'm going to light you.
Okay.
On the head.
So, now that we've actually opened the chest that's up there, we can actually go and do the jumping challenge again in order to open it. Damn it! That is one of the problems that you have to deal with whilst you're going through Heaven's Labyrinth, because on occasion, turning the Wheel of Heaven will end up actually locking you out of the pathway that you're trying to get through. It happens slightly more often than I want to admit, Mr. Cloud.
Trial and
Sacred Orbs.
Error. Oh, cool. Now we only got one more Sacred Orb left in the game, and we're at maximum health.
Yep.
Nice. You're gonna need maximum health because these bosses are starting to hit really hard.
Not the bosses themselves, actually, but yeah. All right. So now that we have the final Sacred Orb, we are attempting to go find Griffin in order to actually progress through Heaven's Labyrinth. Because we still have to take down Griffin specifically in order to open up the backside door. Hey, Griffin. Now,
it's an actual Griffin.
Yes, it is an actual Griffin. So, to cheese this fight, all you have to do is equip the Silver Shield and Mjolnir. With the Silver Shield, you can actually eat the fireballs almost indefinitely, and Mjolnir will eat the lightning that Griffin shoots at you. As long as it actually hits you. And if you're actually lucky, because we don't actually have the power band at the moment to manually redirect Mjolnir, you can also shoot the lightning back at him by using Mjolnir.
Nice. That was a move in Sekiro, is you can do a lightning reversal on enemies that use lightning on you.
And so, by defeating the Griffin, we have acquired the perfume. We can finally kill blue skeletons!
Because blue skeletons cannot stand the smell.
Mind you, the perfume doesn't insta-kill skeletons like it did in the previous game, but it makes the blue skeletons actually killable now.
Time to brush your teeth.
Yep. And then up here, Yes, by defeating Griffin specifically, we get access to this other curry tent and the backside door. And by checking the curry tent, we get access to the Mobile Super X 3X. And the Mobile Super X, the Mobile Super 3X has got, you know, three times as much memory on it, so that we can actually equip virtually every single piece of software that we have. We don't have any of the more important software combinations, but, you know, it's going to be relevant later. Hello, Hall of Malice.
Dun, dun.
We have acquired the map to the Hall of Malice.
Oh my god, it's the two-headed bird bro.
Yeah, the two-headed bird bro is Mammon. The one-headed bird bro is Wyvern. And once we actually hit this
baby
pedestal,
dragons.
we now have access to both the upper and lower segments of Hall of Malice.
Nice.
Mind you, we've already had access to a lower Hall of Malice because thanks to Corridor of Blood, which is why we have this. Which is why we have the backside warp already. But it's very important that if you want to full complete the game, that you that before you activate the Hall of Malice, which you can do with a key item that we will not be getting, because I don't want to go and I don't want to actually go and show off the leaps of spoilers that you have to figure out in order to get the Lamp of Time. Damn.
I imagine that our imperative is closely related to the very same new area that we're exploring. And that's a good thing about the game design of this game, is that it's not going to send you on a fucking scavenger hunt, you know, throughout all the areas of La-Mulana we've been exploring. Like, if you're in a new area, that's where you gotta be. Just check out and thoroughly examine the premises of the new area. No need to look anywhere else.
I fucking wish, man. I really do. It would be really nice if that was the case, but unfortunately, no. For a majority of the endgame items, you will have to go back and forth through multiple areas, solving puzzles that don't actually seem to be directly related to each other. Multiple fucking times, even.
Right. End game. Not mid-game, end-game.
I mean, the Lamp of Time is technically a mid-game item, though, because you require it, and you require it if you screw up the unlock order. You require the Lamp of Time specifically to unlock one of the bosses that we're going to be fighting here shortly.
99 shurikens in my pocket, 99 shurikens. I got them all, you'll take them all.
Are tied to the mantra eyeballs on the wall.
You got plenty more where that came from. Half-naked bird handler.
As a Gygas, she is more angelic than just pure avian. Also, there is a hidden well, not a hidden, but a fake wall in this room. But now we get to show off why we bothered to go get the axe. The axe actually two shots of the Zhulongs, and as such, it is extremely important to have the axe for Ancient Chaos.
So the clue is abandon your desires. Coins?
Yes. So by opening all of the chests there, you specifically show off the fucking fake floors. You specifically show off the pedestal that you need in order to open the chest here. And the chest is, just the map. But the map for every area is actually relevant if we were to do the Brahma puzzle. We're not going to do the Brahma puzzle, but if we were to do it, the maps become extremely important.
Let us stack upwards with the axe, because it does that.
Yes.
Now to eliminate the penis fly trap.
All right. So now we push the block over here, and then in one of the coolest uses for our toggleable items, you have to turn off the glove after pushing the glove into the correct spot in order to actually complete the prayer to Anu here. I really like this specific sequence of praying to Anu because it's one of the very few times where, you know, the ability to turn off your usable key items is actually fucking relevant. But this is supposed to be a teaching moment for much later on in the game when you get an attack, when you get one of the attack steroids, and you have to actually turn it off in order to survive it in an area that we're not going to be exploring. It's not a good teaching moment, is what I'm getting at.
Well, it is a good teaching moment is if at this point you were not convinced that you could take out the Shulongs with the axe, this is probably the room where you're going to figure out, oh, this is the best way to take them out. There's nothing.
But it's lying at you.
Deceptive. So what? You have to stand in front of the thing for a second in order for the late puzzle to show up?
To be perfectly honest, but yeah.
Jesus. Wait, I'm supposed to take what you say at face value.
We are supposed to take.
No.
We are supposed to take what the tablets say at face value for pretty much every other tablet in the game. However, we were told about that particular tablet a couple hours ago.
That's like the "Don't you dare look at me" clue in Bloodborne.
All right. Zelpud, I don't know what the fuck's up with La Mesa. He's got access to all the areas and doesn't have to do any area guardians or anything. Blah, cheating bastard.
Your dad is starting to look a little final bossy.
All right, so now that we actually have the axe and the Ankh-Jewels that we need specifically for the final boss fight that we're going to do. We are attempting to get, before we actually close out, we are attempting to get the actual final sacred orb that we need in order to max out our health. But the final sacred orb that we need is actually in Shrine of the Frost Giants. So, hey, Mulbrook, can you help us out with stuff? No, she cannot, so she gives us the snowshoes.
Oh, that's why she's not wearing shoes. She just give them to us. Huh?
So the snowshoes will make it so that we no longer actually slip on ice. This is very important, especially with the Gale Fibula. But it's not something we're actually going to, see in action effectively ever, because there's only like 3 areas in the game that actually have ice as a recurring hazard, and even then, it happens so rarely that it usually doesn't matter. In the next episode, we're going to go take down another mini-boss. Be safe, everybody.